Hello, my name is Mirjana and I'm here for a makeover. I trust Theo completely since I've been his client for many years. And it's been a long time since I've been here, so I'm very excited and curious what he's going to make of my hair today.
Yeah, and you acted on a call on Facebook?
Yes, I saw your question on Facebook for summer models and I reacted to that.
Yeah. Okay, and your friend likes long hair?
Yeah, my friend likes long hair, so I think he will be in for a surprise.
I think so too. We'll turn around to show your current hairstyle. It's a long hair with a little bit layering as a natural color. So I think I'm gonna donate the part a friend likes. Let's start on you. Hello friends on YouTube. Get me a model again. Now she's the sister of the model I did this week, Rivka, the older sister of her.
Yes.
I take her style by putting the hairs on the tail. She totally trusts me.
I do.
I do. She don't like neck papers because she's get irritated by that, so I don't use the neck paper. But that's because she cannot have this on the necklines. I put it on the tail and put it a little bit, take it a bit higher up so I get a line straight to the underlines. This will be my line. She has curly wavy hair, but it will be more exciting, more sensational when this is shorter. Now start with taking off some hair. Work straight down, so imagine her chin lines. How does it feel?
Scary.
Amputating without any drugs. So this came up more than 30 centimeters, so it's 10 inches. That we will give away. Then start by wetting the hair. And already see that the fall of the length on top is wonderful. So there we certainly make use of. And bring in some moist by leave-in conditioner. I brush the hairs with the Olivia garden brush. And pin the hairs over the center of the skull on the back to the sides. On the skull bone. Voelt lekker licht, hè?
No.
So I have 3 neckline to work in. Starting in the underlines, knowing that I want to get to that point. So I take the hairs up in a freehand style. So I make use of the natural shapes, the natural roundings. And start with a nice Kiona scissor in the underlines. I don't need there a thermic cut. I want to get a thermic cut on top. Because curly hair mostly is a bit dry in the ends. And I wanted her hair to shine. And I know from her, because I asked her what her boyfriend likes. He likes blonde hair. Now, that we can do because this is a natural color. So we can light it up with the natural color and bring it into a higher level blonde. So he has something to play with. Otherwise he will cry.
He will definitely cry.
Oh no. He will love it. I'm certain of that. You have much nicer shapes. You look a little bit longer. And your curly effects will be more sensational and wonderful.
Yay.
And there will be no damage on your hair. I pull on my comb to get the hairs in the right position into the cutting lines. So, because it's wavy hair, I have to travel. Like it, like playing with music, you have to play to the left and to the right to move the hairs around. Otherwise you cannot get it in a wonderful line to cut. The underlines, just in the neckline, I do with clipper. Hold my clipper upside down, so my blades in the opposite position, and soften the underline. Those are vegan kin lines, and they are real nursing the hairs, so they don't damage at all and stay for a long time in a wonderful color. Those are vegan kin lines, and they are real nursing the hairs, so they don't damage at all and stay for a long time in a wonderful color. And when you hear us talking in between, we are Dutch, so it is possible that you hear us talking Dutch to each other. And Dutch is from the Netherlands. It's a bit strange for us also, because we live in the Netherlands, but we also call it Holland. Then clean the underlines with a small clipper. With a nice clean neckline. Don't do it with a knife, because they still have to color the hairs and it would irritate the skin too much. First line, clean this up. Wel lekker makkelijk kapsel.
Heel lang geleden, zo kort.
Ja, wel lekker. Free the clips. A line about a centimeter above the line I just did. Watch through the lines. All on the chin line, so my line I copy is the chin line. To my hot razor, because I don't want to damage the hairs. And then I go into the fall of the hair, so I'm gonna get into the roundings. I don't have to take off much anymore, because I already told you I'm gonna work on this line. De lijn onder mijn been leggen. And the nice thing is working with a hot tool, you don't damage the hairs and it slides real softly through the hairs, because it's a very hot tool. It's 190 degrees Celsius, so it's a tool that seals the ends of the hairs. Yeah, they feel really sexy, soft and feminine. And let the knife do the work. I don't have to work. Can go for coffee or tea. That's not true. But I hardly have to do anything. Just gently bring it into the hairs. Watch it fall. Adjust it a bit. Take a new line on it. The only thing I have to be sure of that the hairs stay a bit moist. Because I need them moist to seal the hairs. Dat is lang geleden dat je model was, maar ja, toen... Deden we toen ook een YouTuber? Nee, toch?
Nee.
Dat was zo ver voor, ja.
Dat is nog geen YouTube.
We're talking in the meantime about the first time she modeled for me. That's 8 years ago. And then I didn't have YouTube, so I just did practice in the salon. In the meantime, you see me bending the hairs on the center line. So I make use of the natural roundness of a beautiful skull to get my hair in that line. And there's one person who hates the clock. Sorry for that, but the reason why I have a clock on the background ticking is because there's no music allowed while I'm working, and there's also no noise around here. So when you don't have noises around, you don't get into a rhythm. And I really like the fact that by filming the ticking of the clock, you always set something in time. So you freeze time at this moment. So for example, it's now 10:30. So this time is for always on YouTube. Watch at the lines again. Now you see the parts behind the ears. What I'll always tell you, this part is because the bending of the ear goes to the front is always a bit different. So there I go in. And this I take off a little bit of the thickness. So it makes the hair more flexible and I can work with it much easier. Otherwise it stays sticking out. It's always a bit straighter behind the ears. So when I take this away, I get a better curve into the bob line. Do this of course on both sides. Not taking off much, just thinning it out a bit. This bit. Come from the center, straight to behind the ears. Lay the hairs again into the roundings of the skull. Now it's getting a bit too dry. So moisten it a bit. Take the hairs over the center line, watch at the lines of the skull. And gently lay the hairs on the line. Of course, you do this in both ways. There's also the opposite line. Take the hairs on the center line, bend them into the line of the skull. And now I'm getting to the real nice curly bobs you will get. Because we'll get a lot of volume. You see, I can make use of the roundings of the beautiful skull, so I get more power into the hairstyle. Go to the sides. Lay them in the line of the chin line again. Now I don't want an A-bob or a V-bob, so I just go down into the lines that I can see. I shape the hairs on her skull. And on the lines she already has. Take a new line on it. Take the hairs to the back. Watch at the beautiful lines again. Gently go with my knife to the front. Vergeet het goed weer, ik heb die snoeren. En dat hoor je heel goed op de camera. When you hear ticking in between, it's the wire of the hot razor. Sometimes I forget to lay my knees around it. Going to the last part on this side. Can make use of the natural roundings, starting in the center line, lifting up a bit more, so create a little bit more rounding, and then I gently slide with my fingers into the natural line. So I stay watching at the lines I just created, and make it her hairstyle. And when we say nothing, you can hear how quiet it is around here. It's even more quiet than in the church. But there you can hear the angels sing. Here you hear nothing.
The clock.
The clock is ticking. But I said for a second, I put out the clock so you can hear how quiet it is here. Oh, Jesus help me! May also be Buddha or Allah, or doesn't matter which God will help me. Just help me! So ticking is something. It's better than nothing. Parting the line again. Parting the first line. Yes, over the rounding again. Gebeurt de snoer me bijna. Die draait aan de andere kant op. What I told you, I don't want an A-bob or a V-bob. So I just want a bob. T.K.S to the back. Watch at the natural roundings. So lay the hairs to the back. Watch through the hairs on the natural roundings. Go in and just let the knife do the work. In the meantime, I'm thinking about the color, because I think the natural color suits her really nice. It can be also a little bit trendy, but not too much, because she is a bit natural, so I really like it when it's natural. But there can be a little shade of happiness into the color. But I have to light it up, so I'm going over oxidate it, because it gives the less damage on the hairs. I'm not going to bleach it. In the past she had platinum blonde hair, but then she was young. Sexy, dangerous for all the boys. It's a new kid in town, she's platinum blonde. Yeah, that's young, 19.
I think 19 or 20.
Yeah, something about that. I was already an old guy, but I'm still going strong. So now I only have to go to the top to control the line. Turner! You can see already how beautiful the skull lines will be. And now the pillar of her head is the neck. So it doesn't lean on the shoulder, so it gives a lighting up effect. It lifts you up. So that's beautiful about this kind of hairstyles. It makes you stronger. Wetting on top. Starting in the center line. Lifting the hairs up. Take them to the line in the center. Have to put the camera position a bit different. It's hard when you have to do the things yourself. So lift them up. Now I have left and right together. So here I have a guideline and there is a guideline. I'll lay my thumb softly on the knife. I don't have to have a hard line because it's curly hair. Take a little bit more. Go to my line of cutting again. and chopping off the last centimeter that I don't need. And then I'm going to make a collar. That got there's color alive. Color makes it sexy. Now the underlines of the bob I do when the hair is dry. So when there's parts that are a bit more straight, I take them off afterwards, not now. Make your collar, voel hoe je haar voelt.
Short and soft. Soft. Oh my god. Dat is echt lang geleden.
Lekker. My boss, somebody sent me this clipper. I don't know which factory or brand it is, but thank you for the clipper. It's a nice tool, but for those who work with it, they notice it by the colors. It's a bit of a barber's thing, but you can really set out lines with it, real nice and clean. Put on the protection for coloring and make there 3 colors. Gonna explain which colors. Put also a photo of the colors into it. Put a red blonde, it's a 766. This I use 5 cc's. 843, it's also a reddish copper color, 5 cc. So I have a trendy color afterwards, and I took a 10-0, that's a natural blonde. We'll apply this with 12%, that's 40 volume, so I light up the hairs totally. But I put also step 1 in of the glint line, so I don't damage the hair at all because it's protected by the step 1. And then in the front I will make 1 line on the color in a blonde color. Therefore I picked the bleach, just a silver bleach with 6%. Start applying the color. Doesn't matter where I start. Mostly go by the feeling. Those are vegan, skin lines, and they are real nursing the hairs, so they don't damage at all. And stay for a long time in the wonderful color. Also the part that I make more blonde in front, I put on the color of course, because I need the color to get in the same lines. And knowing that this color has to stay on for 25 minutes without heat because it's warm enough, it's summer in the Netherlands, it's a summer challenge. So start in the neckline by laying the hairs back to the position. In the meantime it's getting 11 o'clock. So you hear a noise. I hear also a church bells ringing. And in the Dutch we have less church than in the past because I think the most Dutch people are not that religious anymore by a religion, by the church or otherwise. They believe of course in God, but in their own way. And every time you see how beautiful the flowers are and the birds, and you see how Mother Nature treats you, I think you are praying enough because you are aware of the beauty of God.
Deep thoughts.
Yeah. So this is the line I've worked in. Now I'm going to part apart where I can lay a light blonde color line. So I take in this fold, line up, and only one. Lay foil on the hairs, glue it into the collar. Go to my bleach. And just to give it that extra effect, I take only one. I like 1, 3, 5, not 2, 4, etc. etc. This line will certainly give it an extra effect. So now I close this up. We go for coffee tea, just stay there because we're certainly back to show you the styling and end result. So please don't go away. Maybe you can subscribe in the meantime. And I really like the comments, by the way. And I always work in Hairdresser's Love. Bye bye. Hello, we're back from coloring. After 25 minutes, what I told you, rinse it out, put in step 2 of the glint line. And the nice thing of the colors is that they give a nice transparent coloring, so they don't have hard color lines. So what I want to do is to get more the movement into the hair. So I take off glint, Define. Defines comes in a tube. Take about a knot. Spread it over my hands. Massage it gently into the hairs. Comb this product through the hairs. Now I'm going to dry this with a diffuser because then I get the most wonderful curly effect out of the hairs. Take my Theo blow dryer and take a light diffuser and gently going to blow dry this hair. Take some time, so I don't put the whole video blow drying hair. So for blow drying. To style hair, I take 2 products. I take a spider of glint. But I don't like spider in curly hair because it sticks together, but it gives also the flexibility, so that's what I like. And I give a healing oil of Lanza. Those are mixed together, so it reduces the spiders into the product. Take a small amount, this, and 2 drops of Lanza oil. Mix them together all over my hands. It's also nursing my hands. So now I don't have spiders anymore. This I gently bring into the nice curly hair she has. The smell is really nice of the product.
Yeah.
And make sure all the curls have a little bit of the product. So I go back to the rest over on my hands. And now to seal the hairs for a moment, I take the softest hairspray I know. It's also of Lanza. And bring this on top of this. So the heat stays into the hairs for a while. But it can cool down very slowly, so you have the most wonderful result. Now I thank her for being my model, and thank you for watching. She will certainly turn around to show you the end result, and we see each other next video. Bye bye. Oh, boshaar. Dankjewel.
For a makeover. I trust Theo completely since I've been his client for many years. And it's been a long time since I've been here, so I'm very excited and curious what he's going to make of my hair today. Yeah, my friend likes long hair, so I think he will be in for a surprise.
I think so too. We'll turn around to show you our current hairstyle. It's a long hair with a little bit layering as a natural color. So I think I'm gonna donate the part of friends likes. Let's start on you.